Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about our interactions with people of different races and ethnicities. The focus of our group is going to be talking about the quality of our interactions with people of different ethnicities and race, and the quantity of them, how much we do talk to people that are outside of our race or our own identity. Just a few ground rules. We just want everyone to be respectful of each other. We're all, as you can see, we're all different races and ethnicities here, and just to respect everyone's viewpoint, no matter the difference. As you all know, George Mason's the second most diverse school in the nation. If you know what the first is, please tell me, because I want to hurt them. All right, so let's have a bit of an icebreaker. I want to go around, say your name, where you're from, and your ethnicity. I'll start. I'm Jacob. I'm from Fredericksburg, but my ethnicity is I'm Guatemalan.
John, West Africa. Plus, I'm black or African. Okay, I'm African. Okay, so yeah.
I'm Andrea from Northern Virginia, and I'm Guatemalan too.
My name's Jose. My family, I'm from Northern Virginia, but my family's from Guatemala as well. So funny how that works out.
Well, I'm Claire. I'm from West Virginia. I'm white. I'm Scott-Irish, if we want to go into that.
Reese from Virginia Beach, also white, if you couldn't tell.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the quantity of our interactions with people outside of our ethnic groups. Like, are you regularly talking to people outside your ethnic groups? Do you rarely do it? Do you stay within your own group? Or is it like a daily occurrence? Like every single day you're with someone else? What's
So just being at George Mason, you just meet a bunch of different people of different ethnicities. But other than that, a lot of my extracurriculars, I'm working with a lot of people of different ethnicities as well. I coach over at Falls Church, and everyone knows like it's very diverse over there too. So yeah, I have to say I have a lot of interactions with many different cultures.
Well, I'm in a sorority, so I converse with a lot of different people on an ethnic scale, on a like personal scale. So I feel like, well, also through the organization, I feel like I met a lot of people, and obviously George Mason, it's super diverse. So definitely a reason why I came here, because I really like, not meeting people that are too similar to me. Keeps life interesting.
I agree with that. I went towards some other school that toured Mary Washington, and the entire school was just mostly white females. And I was like, I like George Mason better because it's a more diverse school. You meet people from everywhere, and it's a great place.
Every day for me. Not only here at School George Mason, I interact with people from different countries, but a lot of my friends say I'm the whitest Hispanic they know. Because I don't do the traditional Hispanic thing. Like I'm huge into boy bands. Like I listen to Backstreet Boys religiously. So and having to meet them and everything, people are like, you are not Hispanic at all. And then I also work for a bank, so I'm constantly with not only for my coworkers who are different cultures, but also like a customer that I have one customer, I'll have a Korean customer, next customer will be from Africa, the next one would be from Eastern Europe. So it's just all around constant communication with different cultures and ethnicities.
Yeah, I definitely experienced that too here at George Mason, and also at work, dealing with different ethnicities. But primarily, I rarely ever hang out with like Hispanic people. I'm always with either like white Americans or Middle Eastern people. That's mostly it.
My first interaction was at the airport when I first landed. When I first landed from Africa, so yeah, in high school. Yeah. And I started feeling it.
Okay, let's all right, let's switch gears a bit. Let's actually no wait, hold on. Right, let's switch gears. Okay, let's talk about the quality of some of our interactions. So some of us, I mean, we all seem like we're all very accepting. There are some people out there that aren't as culturally acceptable. Do you, what do you think you guys are all, are you guys friends with mostly, like you say, we all meet people outside of our ethnic groups, clearly. But how would you describe the people you meet with? Are you friends with them? Or are you just acquaintances? Or are they just like co-workers or something like that?
It varies from each person from person to person. Like I said, I coach River Falls Church, so all those kids that I coach, like I don't view them as friends, view them as like my little
team.
My little team, grooming them. But I do have diverse group of friends. So yeah, it's just varies from person to person. But
I'm thinking about my friends right now, and they are really majority white. And then I think about the people who I'd say are really good friends that are different culture. And honestly, they still act pretty white. I mean, they're not like, I don't have any friends that are super like straight off the boat. Like, I don't know, like that phrase. Was that the phrase, the fob? I don't know. But
That's a good one.
I find it where it's difficult, like you were saying, how people aren't as accepting as obviously as other people. Because I can tell, like being at school here, you meet a lot of different kind of people. Like we're just in the JC and we see like whole big group of Asians over there and like different. I had like a group project this morning with Indian girl, and she literally knows every single Indian she sees, unless like it's like obvious like it's the same. Every cultural group really drifts from their cultural group. Even though we're all very similar, we can all find things that we are similar with. But I can see where it's difficult because like we can't relate with a lot of different things. Like honestly, sometimes when I see a big group of loud Asians in JC, I'm just like, God, like this is like what are you doing? It's true with any group. So I can see where it's like frustrating to get like that. So.
I rarely hang out with other Latinos, other than my family or some of my coworkers. I mean, my best friend, he's white. I consider him like my brother. My girlfriend's also white, so it's like I don't really hang out with a lot of Latinos. It's mainly other cultures, like white Americans, black people. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Even in middle school, there was a high concentration of Black and Hispanic people. I would not hang out with Hispanic people.
Yep.
I hang around with a couple of Spanish people. My dad just married a Spanish woman, so I hang around with them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm kind of with Jose and Claire. I hang out mostly with. I hang out with mostly white people. I think it's because I'm adopted, so I have white parents, and my entire family's white. In fact, most of my white friends have called me an honorary redneck because I drive a pickup, I listen to Leonard Skinner, and I like fishing and all that stuff. Like it's just, but I'm just like everyone else. I think one of the big things that I'm noticing here is that we all, like, even though we might be with different cultures and people, we're all still with Americans. I think that's the big thing here. Do any of you guys have any close friends that aren't American, that are straight off the boat?
Mostly no.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I mean, I have some friends, but not like really, really close friends.
Okay. One last thing. Okay, if you guys think the quality of the people you hang out with is poor, why do you think is the reason? I already told mine. I was raised by a white family. I was born in a white neighborhood, and a lot of people in my school were white, so that's just kind of how I am. What about the rest of you guys?
What you said, I think that's the biggest thing, just how you were raised and what your expectations are of other people. Like I had an incident this weekend. It's just like we had Sammy, and it's just like for me, it's like I try to present myself, as a classy person, you know, like coming off well, professional, and you get those people like that are at the semi and they're just drunk and they don't care who knows. They don't. I mean, they don't care who sees or who knows, and it's just like it's just not appealing to me, you know. And I'm not saying it has to do anything with culture. It's just like how you were raised, and that just seems to be the biggest thing. People have different expectations of other people, so that could cause some controversy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, just growing up. I mean, actually, I grew up in a very, like, you know, a lot of concentrated Hispanics and black people, but I just always hung out with a lot of white people, and it's just because I felt like I connected with them more. Like, I like the kind of music they listened to. I wasn't into reggaeton or rap. I like to listen to heavy metal, hard rock, obviously boy bands, as I mentioned earlier. So a very wide range of music that, you know, I could associate with that than other Latinos or black people.
Yeah, I definitely take that from experience too and how I was raised, because even though like, my family is pretty close and really extended and we're all Hispanic and loud and stuff, and lots of my cousins were pregnant at 16, and just because of those experiences, like I didn't want to be like that, so that's why I haven't really immersed myself in that culture.
And also, how do you think we can improve on those relations with other races?
Definitely keeping an open mind is probably number one, and understanding everyone doesn't come from the same situation or background. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Just being understanding. Like
Yeah.
people, like everyone has how they want everything to be in their head. It's not always going to be like that. So it's just being accepting of other people and understanding why they do what they do.
Okay. Well, that's all for today. Thank you guys very much for sharing and for your participation. And do you have anything else to say?
No, I just want to say thank you all for being respectful, and I hope we all learned something today.
We surely did.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.